Hello everyone, this is Parmeet, your English educator. Welcome to Mapix Innovation. So here we are today with the English video on the topic active passive voice. So if we talk about active passive voice, it is the most basic and the most usual topic that in every class starting from the 8th, 9th, 10th and over, it is very important and it is used in overall every class, right? But if we talk about the students, they were always used to confuse that what kind of questions we have to perform in this or what kind of rules we have to learn. So today we will be getting clear about all the rules of active passive voice, right? So our today's topic is class 8 active passive. Let us move forward in this. So first of all, we have to learn why are we using active and passive voice. Okay, what is the use of active and what is the use of passive? If we can write the normal sentences, then why we are writing it in active voice or in passive voice? Okay, what is the difference between that? So if we want to clarify the difference, you must know that the basic structure of sentence. If we talk about the basic structure of sentence, the sentence consists of a subject, a verb and a object. Subject is who is doing the task or the doer of the task. Verb is the task which is being carrying on here, and the object is on which the task is being dependent. Okay, so the basic structure of the sentence is subject, verb and object. So how can we write this in the active form or the passive form? In active form, we have to write first the subject, or we can say that in the active form the subject or the doer is important. We are giving importance to the doer of the sentence. But in the passive voice we are giving importance to the object. Okay? We are giving importance to the object. Is it okay? So the basic difference between active and passive voice is that in active voice we are giving importance to the subject or the doer of the action, and in passive voice we are giving importance to the object only, right? So if we talk about active voice, when the doer is important, when the doer or subject is important, in active voice we focus on who is doing the action. The doer is basically who is doing the action or who is performing the action. For example, if we talk about the teacher explained the lesson, in this what is happening? The teacher is explaining the lesson. So who is the doer? Who is explaining? The teacher, right? Who is explaining? The teacher. So the teacher is the doer of the action, and here the focus is on the teacher. Is it okay? So in active voice we basically focuses on the doer of the action or the subject of the sentence. And if we talk about passive voice, when the receiver is important, the receiver, who is the receiver? The object. Object is considered as the receiver. So in passive voice we can say that we are giving importance to the receiver of the subject, receiver of the sentence or the object of the sentence. In passive voice we focus on who or what receives the action. मतलब ये जो object है, this object can either be a living or be a non-living. ठीक है? The action which is being received by the object can be living or can be non-living. So who or what? Who in the case of living and what in the case of non-living. So receiver can be anything, a living or a non-living, and in passive voice we are giving importance to the receiver, that is who or what is receiving the action of the doer. Whatever the doer is doing, who is receiving that action. So in passive voice case, if we are giving importance to the receiver, then we have to write the receiver first. We have to write the receiver first and we have to shift our doer to the end. For example, the lessons was explained by the teachers. कि जो lesson है वो teacher ने explain किए हैं. पहले क्या था? In first case हम teacher को starting में रख रहे थे. Why? Because we are giving importance to the teacher only, and here in the passive voice case we are giving importance to the lesson. That is why the lesson is written at the starting. The lesson was explained by the teacher. And if we talk about here helping verb, you have to learn rules for that, which we'll be discussing further. Okay, so here the focus is on the lesson. So is it clear that active voice focuses on the doer or subject and the passive voice focuses on the receiver of the action or object. एक्टिव वॉइस जो है, जो काम कर रहा है, जो डूअर है, उस पर फोकस करता है और उसको स्टार्टिंग में रखता है. बट इन द केस ऑफ पैसिव वॉइस, जिसने उस काम को रिसीव किया है, वेदर इट इज लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग, वो उसको स्टार्टिंग में रखता है पैसिव वॉइस और उसको इंपॉर्टेंस दे रहा है. इज इट ओके? अब नेक्स्ट, व्हाट आर एक्टिव एंड पैसिव वॉइस? बेसिक है, सिंपल है. When we have learned the difference between active and passive, then this will be very easy for us. So active voice is basically when the subject performs the action, when the subject or the doer performs the action. For example, Ram writes a letter or she cleaned the room. Here the doer or the subject is Ram and she, and we are giving importance to Ram and she, therefore it is active voice. And in the case of passive voice, the subject is receiving the action. Okay, for example, a letter is written by Ram. So letter, and here Ram will be considered as the receiver. Okay, then is the room was cleaned by her. Active voice structure. Now let's talk about the active passive voice structure. So we have learned that the basic structure of sentence is subject plus verb plus object. This is the basic structure of sentence. Okay, now if we talk about passive voice, right? तो ये एक्टिव वॉइस है. जो हमारा बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर होता है सेंटेंस का, द वन in which we are writing sentences, in which we are writing daily sentences or usual sentences, that will be considered as active voice. The language, the sentences in which we are communicating with each other, they are considered as active voice. Means the main basic structure of sentence is considered as the active voice. And if we talk about passive voice focuses on the object, right? So we will shift the object at the starting. So object, then we have to use the helping verb. Helping verb depends upon the tenses, right? Is, am, are, was, were, has, have, had. It depends upon tenses, which we will be studying further, right? Then is the V3. Now passive voice always follows a rule that passive voice loves V3. Other than V3, it will not use any verb form. Whether it be any sentence, any tense, present tense, past tense, future tense, or any subcategory of these tenses, passive voice only follow the V3, or it only focuses on the V3 and it only uses the V3. This is the most important part. You must know the third form of every verb that is being used in the active voice. Okay, so basically passive voice only uses the V3. Then the word by. By is the highlighting point of the passive voice. It highlights the passive voice. If you are seeing that a sentence contains by, then you can assuredly say that it is in passive voice. Then is the subject. Subject will be shifted to the end. Okay, so this one is our structure of passive voice. So how had we converted it? Let us see. This is the active voice. Subject plus verb plus object, or the simple basic structure of sentence. And if we are converting it into passive voice, we are shifting. We are taking this object at the starting. Then is the helping verb we are using depending upon the tenses. Okay, and then is the V3. The main important point. Other than V3, no verb form is used. Neither V2 nor V1. Passive voice always uses V3. Doesn't depend upon the tense, just it has the rule that it will be using V3 only. Okay, and then the highlighting point of passive voice, that is by which we can highlight that the given sentence is passive voice, and then is the subject. Is it okay? Now let us see some example. Ram writes a letter. So here subject is Ram, verb is writes, and object is a letter. So if we want to convert this into passive voice, first rule is we have to shift the object and subject. Shift the object and subject at its place. Okay. First we have to write a letter and then at last Ram. Now write its highlighting point by. Okay. Now the helping verb. Here helping verb is used. Why? We have to check na ki which helping verb we are going to use in the passive voice. So we have to focus on our active voice. We have to identify that our active voice in it is in which tense form. Okay, so when we see our active voice, we focus on our active voice, we are seeing that here Ram writes a letter. Write is added with S or ES, or S or ES is used with write. So we can say that it is in simple present form. It is in simple present form or present indefinite form, and we know that if our sentence is in present form, then we have to use three helping verbs, that is, am, and are. That is, am, and are. So our letter is singular. Okay, our letter is singular, so we will use is. If there is letters, then we have to use are. So it depends upon the object only, that what helping verb are you using, and it depends on the tenses of the active voice, that which kind of helping verb you will use. So that is why we have written is here, because we have seen that our active voice is in simple present form, and the third form of verb, that is write, is written. That's why it is a letter is written by Ram. I hope it is clear. Now move to the next. Now present tense conversions. Now we will see one by one tense conversions, that in present tense, in which case we have to use is, am, are, in which case we have to use was, were, and in which case we have to use will be or shall be. Okay. So present simple, when we are saying that our active voice is in simple present tense, then just remember three helping verbs which I told you before, is, am, and are. Okay. So active voice, she writes a story. Okay. So we have to shift the object at the place of subject. So first of all, write a story. Now check whether this is in simple present or not. Here it is written writes, यानी कि verb के साथ s और es लगाए. So we are using here simple present, or we are using helping verb, that is, am, and are. So we have seen that a story is singular, single story. That's why we will write is. A story is. Now third form of write, because it is the rule that in passive voice you have to use V3 only. So a story is written, and then we have to use our highlighting point by, and then she will be converted into her. There are some rules that she will be converted into her, they will be converted into them. So these we have to learn. So a story is written by her. Now next point, they make kites. We have to write kites first, then kites, because it is object. Then is, we are seeing here that kites are plural, right? So we have to use are. Kites are. Now third form of make. Third form of make is made. Okay, it is not made. Some students do this mistake, but it is nothing. Okay, so third form of make is made. So kites are made by them. They will be changed into them. Next is he teaches English. Teaches, it means it is in simple present. Now we have to write English first. English is singular or what? English is singular. So English is teach, third form, taught. Third form of teach is taught. English is taught by, and he will be converted into him. I hope it is clear. English is taught by him. So in this way we can convert our simple present into passive voice. And if we talk about past and future simple, okay, so here is the active voice. How can you identify that your active voice is in past tense? So you can always see that if the subject, verb and object is written, your verb must be in verb second form. Your verb must be in V2 form. So here we can see that he completed the verb. So here completed V2, right? So we can say that our sentence is written in the past simple form. So what we have to use here? We have to use was and were. Was and were. Okay. So first we will write the work, because the work is the receiver. So the work will be written in the starting. So the work, then we can say that the work is singular. With the singular we can use was, and with the plural we can use were. So the work was. Then complete third form. Complete V1, V2 completed, and V3 is also completed. So the work was completed by, and he will be converted into him. So you have to learn that in the past simple, in the simple past or past indefinite, you have to use was were at the place of helping verb. And how can you identify that your active voice is in past tense? You have to focus on the verb. If your verb is in second form, your verb is in V2 form, then you can simply say that your simple past or past indefinite is in V2 form. Okay, next. And then here it is a rule of V3. It will not change. It will not change with tense. V3 means V3. Whether it will be any kind of tense, present, past or future, or any subcategory of present, past or future, the verb will not change. Verb will only be in its V3 form. Now next is future simple. Okay, now with future we will know that we will be using will and shall in the active voice only. How can you identify that it is in simple future? Then in the active voice it will be written will or shall at the place of helping verb. But when you will convert it into the passive voice, you will have to use will be and shall be. You have to add be here. Okay, so let us see the example. They will finish the project. So the project will go at the starting. The project will be highlighted. The project, then will at its place, no change. But after will you have to add be. It is the rule. After will you have to add be. The project will be, then third form of finish, third form of verb, finished by them. They will be converted into them. Okay, so the passive voice of they will finish the project is the project will be finished by them, and the rule is we have to use be with will or shall, and we have to use verb third form no matter what kind of tense it is. Verb will only be in its third form in the case of passive voice. I hope it is clear to you all. So in the next video we will move further with the sub parts of tenses, that if it will be present continuous, if it will be present perfect, then what are the rules? How do we convert the active voice into passive voice? So it is for today. Thank you so much.